Bintaba. Today, I want to tell everyone why parents should never hit their child. The topic is important because many children are victims of their parent aggressiveness, anger, do whatever they want and thinks it is okay, but it is not okay to hit child. Did you know that adults who suffer previously from childhood abuse are more likely to experience an early death? Yeah. Parents should never hit their child because it can lead to severe problems, consequences. It can lead to mental illness. It can lead to fear. It can lead to unhealthy relationship, and also it can lead to physical disorders. So this is significant because I want to let everyone know, like every parent, like next generation children will not learn a lesson by being beaten up. The first point that I want to make is why some parents might think hitting their child is okay or it will lead to positive outcome. And the last point that I want to make is what is the consequences. Let's talk about the first point. Why some parents might think hitting their child is okay. Well, some parents might think, there's just a child, maybe when I hit them once, they will stop that bad behavior that they were doing. That's actually not true. When I was in Guinea, if my teachers beat me, I will never understand. I will actually do the same thing over and over again. Or everything that they told me to not do, I will do that. And then when I come here, like I was so bad at math, but when I come here and my teacher don't beat me up, I understood. Like I put my conscience on it. I was like, okay, this is for me. Yeah, now I understand. But before I was like, I don't understand. I want to understand. I was scared. Like when you're scared, when you're scared, it is so hard to do something out of fear because you're doing it because you are scared. And when you're scared, like you don't have all of your potential to do the things. So that's will not work, parent. Let's stop that. My siblings, like they're sometimes cuckoo, but I don't think they deserve to be beaten up. I don't think that will change because when they got beaten up here, they will do again. Tomorrow they will do the same thing, but it still hurts you. Imagine you being beat up every day just because you don't do something. You have to be conscious of that. Beating will not help. So hitting your child, it's like it can be involved with a lot of aggression at school. For example, kids they have like resentful, like they are just every time they are just angry, like angry just like that. That's like the consequences of their parent beating them at home. They think it is okay to be aggressive. That's how it is. Like that's the norm. Like if you hit your child, you're showing them if someone do something bad, you have to hit them back. And then that's gonna end up being a really bad thing to do, especially at school. And another one, like there's a study that found that children who experience physical abuse are more likely to get depressed, are more likely to not be successful, like for example at school, employment, and those also are like the children who end up being addicted to drugs, and that can lead to death. And also that same study found that, like it was like a study that compares kids from Palestine and Qatar. So those from Qatar, they were just like fine, their parents don't beat them up, and then they end up being really successful and having a really good life. And then those from Palestine, who those parents used to beat them, they end up having really bad consequences and really low self-esteem, and then not performing better. So why beating them up if it doesn't work? Just because you want your child to suffer? You get the baby because you want them. You don't want them to suffer. You don't want them to go with all of that pain just because you are bigger than them, or just because you are their mother or their father. It is not okay to do that. Your child, you should talk to them, Like it, those consequences also can lead to, those consequences kind of like you can have a really bad relationship with your child by beating them, because they are fearful. They fear every time. Every time they sees you, they be like, okay, maybe she's gonna beat me up. Oh, like it is so hard for them to approach you. You know, like imagine having a child, but you don't have that mother and child relationship. You don't have anything. Like you don't even talk. Like because a child, when they are scared, it's everything is messed up. They will not approach you because every time they think like, oh, you want to beat them up, you know. So I think that is also another consequences, a really unhealthy relationship. Very important. The American SPC, those are like a support for child who get abused. Like it's also a good site if you guys wanna visit the thing, visit it, or you wanna report um, incidents, child abuse, and all of that. They are really great and they can help the child. So the conditions, like the child can develop a mental condition, like a really bad mental condition, emotional. Let me show you a picture if you want your child to go through this, just because they like, if you want your child to go through this, look here. She's really like depressed, and then like it looks like she have a mental disorder, and she was victims of their of her parent hidden, like hidden, like some parents think it is okay, but hidden can lead to like aggravate, like it can lead to abuse. You never know when you hit someone hard. You intended to hit a little, but then you hit them hard, and you don't know how that gonna end up. You can just take something, okay, it's just hidden, but then you're gonna get more mad, and then you're gonna use that. You can kill them by doing that. You can kill them. So hitting it is not okay. There's something to do that is not hitting them. So for example, this image here, this mother is using, I don't even know what is this. It looks like it looks like a shoes to hit this child, and it is really sad to see. It is very depressing. And look at those child are very sad, and then like no healthy relationship will grow from this family. For example, no healthy relationship will grow from it. And also here's the statistics. Here the statistic, like the children's are being abused at home, and children like starting from age of 1. Imagine that, age of 1, 2, and then all the way to 17, and they are having like those parents beating them, and then that can lead to very physical problems. So I think it's not, I think, parents, don't ever hit your child. It will not help and it will not work. In conclusion, hitting children will not lead to positive outcome. On the contrary, it will lead to severe consequences like mental health, fear, and also unhealthy relationship with parents. So to just go over what we talked about, parents should not hit their child because it will not lead to positive outcome. When you hit them, they might think, okay, this is bad, and then I will change. But yeah, the child will stop at that moment, but after 10 minutes or so, they will still do the same thing. And what did you do? You just make your child suffer, and then it didn't change, and then it can have a negative impact on the child and the consequences, and then the child can have really bad influence, really bad results, like his performance at school, or just like in general in life. Like they can be all the time aggressive, and then nobody want to approach a person that is aggressive. But who calls them that? You the parent. You have to stop that, otherwise we will just spread this bad behavior, this bad cycle, and like We have to break this. It is so old. We have to break that. There's ways to do that. You can talk to a child. You can really let them know what they did was wrong by explaining to them, or just like you can take away their things like favors, something like that. But hitting them is not okay. So, parents, children are helpless and very fragile. We should not hit children. They don't deserve to be beaten up because they didn't do the right thing. They are humans. So they're human and they can make a mistake. You can talk to them, they understand. Please, let's stop this bad cycle. Please, parents, let's stop hitting the children. Thank you.